Hello again. I spoke yesterday about a new technique that a London university has devised for boosting the results of black students in their coursework and examinations. This is a hot topic currently because any university which does not attract enough black students and then go on to award them first class degrees is liable to find its funding in jeopardy. One university which has no difficulty in laying its hands on as many black students as it could possibly wish is the University of East London. I had my attention drawn to this little known seat of learning the other day when somebody who works there was posting about me on his Twitter account. Twice in 1 week. Step forward and take a bow, Ruwan Adorage Pereira. It is there that he lectures to the credulous and simple-minded on such esoteric matters as the decolonisation of criminological theories and tackling the digital divide for marginalised communities. It sounds stimulating and exciting stuff, and I'm sure that it is worth every penny of the £9,250 a year which the university charges for his specialised knowledge. The University of East London is one of our newer universities. I believe it used to be a secondary modern school or further education college or something of the sort until 1992. There are 130 universities in Britain, and according to the Complete University Guide and other sources, the University of East London is just 2 places from the very bottom of the heap when all the universities are ranked, from Cambridge at the top to the University of Bedford at the bottom. It's strange, but universities like Oxford and Cambridge, which are always at the top of these league tables, have the fewest visible minorities and are overwhelmingly white, to the dismay of all right-thinking people, I need hardly add. Conversely, the universities like East London, which has more black students than it does white ones, are generally scraping along at the bottom. I do not say that this is a simple matter of cause and effect, but it is certainly a curious fact. There is a direct correlation between the number of black students at any British university and its place in the rankings in any league table. The whiter the university's student body, the higher up the rankings it may be found, and the more black students at an institution, the closer it will be to the bottom. The University of East London is one of the most right-on and progressive institutions of higher education in the entire country, with no racial prejudice to be found anywhere within it. Nevertheless, the achievement gap of which I spoke yesterday, that is to say the discrepancy between white students and black when it comes to the awarding of firsts and 2-1 degrees, is as noticeable there as at every other university. According to information which the University of East London itself published, and to which I provide a link above, last year 86% of white students graduating from the university gained firsts or upper seconds, the best types of degrees. Only 71% of black and minority ethnic students managed this feat. Here is a genuine question. There can be no question of elitism or racial prejudice at the University of East London. Most of the staff there also belong to minorities, and they are desperately keen to award good degrees to black people. Yet still that gap exists. It is not that the place is full of snooty dons who only favour middle-class white students, as people often suggest is the case at Oxford and Cambridge. It genuinely looks as though black students at every university in Britain, even the ones right at the bottom like the University of East London, are destined to achieve poorer academic results than the white students. This at least is according to the information from the Office for Students, which is a government body. The question is, can anybody provide an explanation for this? We know that a lecturer from the university watches this channel regularly. He has in the last week twice posted links to videos here. Could he perhaps provide his own explanation for this phenomenon? Incidentally, I had to laugh the other day because he was accusing me of haranguing people. This is the kind of unfortunate solecism to which ill-educated people are, alas, prone. It sounds a nice grand word, which is perhaps why he chose it, but the essence of haranguing is that it is angry and aggressive. I may be criticised for many things, but I do not suppose that even my most inveterate critic could really suggest that I've spoken angrily or aggressively in any of these videos. Anyway, the invitation is there. If this lecturer from the University of East London would care to explain the so-called degree awarding gap there, which is currently running at an astonishing 15 percentage points, I'm sure that we would all be interested in hearing his views and opinions on the subject. All are welcome to come on here and debate freely.